Good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear that? It's nothing. It's the sound of absolute nothing. And this is a fridge filled with books. Now let's see what we have. Yeah, it's interesting. Let's see what is in the freezer. Oh, more books and a note of things being paid. Let's see this note. I love you. Somebody loves somebody. Bye-bye, fridge. We are in Emilia-Romagna. This is the Emilia part. The place where we were before, Cesena, is the Romagna part. But let me show you the view. Look at that darkness over there. This is so typical for Emilia in this time of the year. Hello, smiley statue. So the reason I'm in Emilia-Romagna is to study the incredible coexistence of Reggiana and Sassuolo in Reggio Emilia. But before we do that, have a look at this. Just look at this thing, man. We have a Buddhist temple, a stupa, with the prayers. But I mean, look at Siddhartha hiding behind that tree over there, man. This is Votigno, Italy's first and only Buddhist village. As you can imagine, my biggest curiosity is if anybody lives here. This is sensational. It says Votigno, spiritual place visited by the Dalai Lama, 25 of October 1999. So look at this. This is the flag of Tibet, right? More stupas. That's a cross. Look at this small temple with a Dalai Lama over there. San Francisco of Assisi, the other Francisco, rest in peace, San Lorenzo fan. This is not a shop, this is a museum. As for these, they should be turned clockwise. Right, so we are going to Reggio Emilia now. Absolutely everything has to do with Reggiana, man. You have to wonder what on earth Sassuolo is doing in this city, man. So further down this road is the old stadium of Reggiana, the Mirabello. Let's head that way and discuss some of the things that I have noticed during this almost 1 week of my presence here. This stadium where we are going now, the Mirabello, the old Mirabello, was the first stadium of Reggiana. For me, this is the second time in this stadium. The very first day I arrived here, there was this rugby game, you know. So I did buy a ticket just to get inside to have a view of the thing. But rugby being rugby, I got bored. And about 7.5 minutes later, I left. What are you telling me, man? We are doing rugby now. Flipping hell, this is emotional. So look at that, man. The flipping score is 24-0. What kind of sport is this, man? They scored, I think. Oh no, they didn't score. Look at this, it's like a penalty. This is 31-0, man. I mean, I'm leaving. Enough. 31-0. What kind of sport is this, man? Are you joking me? Do any of you like this thing? And if you do, am I offending you in any way? Yeah, sorry about that for all of you rugby aficionados, but this is a sport that yours truly does not comprehend. Check out the beauty, man. Look at it. The glorious Stadio Mirabello. Can you flipping believe that Reggiana hosted here teams like Juve, Milan? And on top of everything, can you believe that Paolo Futre played here and got injured? Crazy stuff, man. So these are the names of the ultra groups of Reggiana. Some of them are historical ones, like the Ultras Ghetto. Gruppo Vandelli and Teste Quadre are the actual ones. I'm not sure about the rest.
So the Ultras Ghetto dissolved in 1990 after the Parma supporters stole their banner before a derby that they had to witness Parma getting promoted in the Serie A for the first time in their lives.
Oh, look at this. We need to make a selfie with Frank Zappa, don't we? Which in Italian is called Sileno passa l'acqua. Big up Sileno, man. Frank Zappa of Reggiana. So Reggiana abandoned this marvel of a stadium back in 1995 in order to play to the newly built Stadio Giglio. I think they are barking at each other, man. I mean, I'm not sure they're barking at me. Let me show you this. Look at this absolutely phenomenal mural, man. A mural dedicated to the pride of this here city where we are now, Reggio Emilia. The pride of the city being, of course, Sassuolo, Reggiana. This is... Right, so the stadium is the former Stadio Giglio. Reggiana moved to the Stadio Giglio back in 1995 from the one that we were before, the Mirabello. And since 2013, it has been owned by MAPEI and consequently by Sassuolo. Look at the Academy of Atalanta. All these kids essentially play for Atalanta. Yeah, their academy. Where was it? I think it was in Syracuse that we also bumped upon this academy by Empoli. Empoli in Syracuse, man, of all places. Flippin' hell, this is... Could this be a decent thumbnail, man? For a change. So Reggiana have this wonderful gemellaggio brotherhood with Genoa and also with Cremonese and Vicenza. And as we said earlier, the main enemy are Parma and Modena. As a matter of fact, the reason why Reggiana had a 3-month transfer ban were incidents that happened between them and Modena.
And believe me when I tell you, man, this friendship with Cremonese is very interesting. I think the leaders of the two groups met in jail while serving time, you know.
MAPEI bought the thing, they reconstructed it, got rid of everything resembling Reggiana. First of all, it's all blue, and second of all, it has the colors of the flag everywhere. This was, or it still is, its name. It's Città del Tricolore, the city of the Italian flag. I mean, you see the thing, right? Even now, even today that Reggiana is playing, it's not much Granata, is it?
They also built a flipping shopping mall in the place.
So you get the idea, right?
You see those panels over there? This is the lateral stand of the stadium.
Probably most of you already know or have seen what MAPEI does. I mean, they are a massive construction company and they are involved in anything from skyscrapers in Dubai or to stadiums, stadia, constructions. I mean, prime example is this one. A lot of the World Cup projects along the years have hired MAPEI for the building expertise, you know, and the materials. So it's not a small reality. Oh, look at this. Maybe we can flip and climb these stairs to have a view. Check this out. There is barbed wire. Who knows what we are afraid of. That was a bit anticlimax, wasn't it? There is writing in Cyrillic. There are penises. Yeah. And the company itself was founded in 1937 in Milan. 1937, man. I mean, it's almost 90-year-old, family-owned, international company. I mean, they are in 50 plus countries, you know. They are massive. That's what I'm trying to say. And for some reason, they decided to buy Sassuolo, man. I mean, Sassuolo of all teams.
The Squinzi family are the sole owners of Sassuolo and MAPEI Stadium.
They allow Reggiana to play in the stadium of their hometown. I tell you what, even as a neutral, it hurts. Sassuolo has an almost constant presence in the Serie A, while Reggiana is suffering greatly in the lower leagues.
That, by the way, is the curva of the Reggiana Ultras, and the Ultras of Sassuolo also use it.
Perché questo MAPEI ha comprato Sassuolo e non Reggiana?
Reggiana non era in vendita.
Ah, non è... Grazie tanto. I'm not entirely sure that I agree with the story of this fine gentleman. In my opinion, big companies buy small teams exactly because of this, because they are small. Sassuolo has a small team, and with a small crowd, they are much more manageable. There is a way smaller risk of protests, you know, against the big company, the big owner. Reggiana are playing against Juve Stabia. I mean, you have heard me talking about Juve Stabia quite a lot in this channel. Juve Stabia is a weird team, man, because first of all I see them everywhere. I see their name being mentioned everywhere, like literally everywhere. They are friends with Napoli. They are friends with Paris Saint-Germain, man, probably through Napoli. They are also friends with a club that I love, CS Lebowski. It's an interesting team, this Juve Stabia. We need to visit it at some point. And as for Reggiana, you saw the stickers, right? They call Sassuolo parasites, call them to get away from Reggio Emilia. Last year there was a game between the two teams. I mean, last year Sassuolo was in Serie B after many years of presence in Serie A, and they faced Reggiana here in this stadium. For the first time there was this horrible situation where the ultras of Reggiana could not get in their stand in the Curva Sud, and they called for a massive protest. Now, some tickets were sold to the visitors sector, and Reggiana were so pissed, man. I mean, the ultras, they were so flipping pissed, they would call those people who bought the tickets traitors and rats and you name it. But all in all, this is what I'm trying to say. These two teams don't find themselves together in the same league, you know? And this is a bit suspicious, isn't it? I mean, for the big company, for MAPEI, they want Sassuolo to do good. They don't care about Reggiana. And on the other hand, they play in their city, in their stadium, which they bought. It's complex, you know? Check out this sticker, man. This is Gruppo Vandelli. This is a different group than the Teste Quadre we saw earlier, the main Reggiana Ultras group. This Gruppo Vandelli were sitting for many years in the lateral stand, quite close to the visiting fans. But I think this year they decided to join the Teste Quadre in the main Ultra stand. Alright then, so we are at the center. Looks good, doesn't it? Look at this, man. So it says up there that in one of these buildings the Polish national anthem was written. In case you were wondering how come MAPEI has named the stadium Città del Tricolore, the city of the Tricolore, is because of that. So all these people from Bologna, Ferrara, Modena and Reggio Emilia gathered here to create those. The flag was created here in Reggio Emilia, that is. They have a museum for the flipping flagman. Can you believe that? Have we seen that before? I don't think so. Now let me show you what's inside here and we come back. Oh wow, look at this one. So it was here that all those representatives gathered to make the flag, I guess. So that was the first flag of the Cispadin Republic. Essentially the republic that these four cities decided to create. They later united with Milan and formed Cisalpine Republic. Now remember, these republics were profoundly influenced by Napoleon, you know, and by the values of French Revolution. Napoleon Bonaparte. This is what we meant. These are essentially weapons used by the people who wanted to get rid of the Habsburgs and the Bourbons. The whole Risorgimento of Italy was fed with these kind of ideas. The idea of the nation instead of the old kingdom of the Habsburgs and the Bourbons. And this is more or less the way everybody revolted, you know. It started from here in the north and it went through the entire peninsula and the islands. And this is where we were before in Marsala, right? This is where Garibaldi came with his 1,000 volunteers, selling the people the idea of a new nation, of a unified nation, instead of separate kingdoms. Look at this little flag here with Falcone and Borsellino, man. Check this out. This is one of the partisan flags with a red star. As for this is the flag that we were seeing all over Torino, right? With the Savoy emblem and crown. When Garibaldi reached Sicily, he went with the flag of Savoy family. The Sicilians, on the other hand, were very happy to place the Trinacria. So essentially each kingdom placed their own symbol. This is from Venice, the kingdom of the two Sicilies, and Sicily themselves. If you ask me, all these are just elites trying to reach maximum power. The occasional formation of new nations is collateral damage. This was our first national flag museum. I cannot believe this. I don't remember if in the Basque Country did we go to any kind of museum about Ticuriña. I really don't remember. Those times, by the way, were very similar to these, what we live now, you know. It was also a change between world orders. And before any of you start complaining about the use of my words, no, they are not my words. I mean, it's, who was it? It was the Canadian Prime Minister, right? As for what happened back then, it was definitely a change of world order. I mean, the French Revolution did bring the concept of nations into our lives, right? We are ready to go to the game, Reggiana against Juve Stabia. Let's go, I'm very curious about this. So we are in. So check this out, this is the standing. You see where Reggiana is, all these teams with 20 points. And it's funny, it says here, we are not afraid, it's not the real Juve.
c'ho un po' mia mela, eh?
What a thing, man. So first of all, the sound of the stadium is ridiculous. Second of all, it's kind of sad with all these empty seats. So it's over 1-1. That was very underwhelming, man, I'm not gonna lie. As for Sassuolo, they beat comfortably Pisa, away, mind you. So yeah, Sassuolo is actually an established team in the Serie A, while this lot here, the team of the city, are struggling. Hey, how's it going? Good morning. Reggio is a very misty place, man. This little town here is called Castelnuovo Sotto, Newcastle Under. That's the English translation of the thing. And the reason we are here is because yours truly wanted to see a cooperative. Are there people from the United States following the channel, man? Because for you guys, this will probably be, a huge surprise, I guess. Emilia-Romagna, the area we are in, is the capital of cooperatives. So what is a cooperative then? Take all your knowledge about German football, the 50+1 rule, the members' ownership, all that stuff, and place it on the level of production, agriculture, farming, and consuming, mind you, because here in Emilia-Romagna, and not only here, but this place is famous for, they also have cooperative-owned supermarkets. And what is so important about cooperatives then? Well, first of all the democratic procedures, There is, each member has a vote, and that's that. There is no pyramid structure, there is no one boss deciding for everything. Not to mention that the whole business is not so aggressively focused on profit. This doesn't mean that cooperatives don't care about profit. They do, but the human element is there. And that's the important thing. There is a connection to what we were saying a couple of videos before this one in Sicily, with the rise of the mafia. The cooperative system protected the small farmers against such practices after the fall of feudalism. The one we are going to see is a dairy. It's, Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, that one. But there are thousands, literally thousands. The wine production is a cooperative, the social care construction, it's crazy, come to think of it. Now, that doesn't mean that there are no disadvantages in the whole thing. There are. We will talk about them probably when coming back, but let's get there first because I'm late. And as you can see, I don't have a car here. So I woke up pretty early, jumped on a bus, came to that village back there, and now we are walking. I mean, look at this. This actually reminds me of the Netherlands, man. And I think we should get somewhere there. Flipping hell, man, I see the building. It's a massive building, somewhat faded in the mist. It's very atmospheric. Look at this, so it says there, Parmigiano Reggiano, La Grande, Social Cooperative Dairy. I have to show you the entrance to the thing, man. Flipping hell, man, I look like a saint. The smell is glorious. Look at this, man, this is balsamic, right? 9-year aged. Sono venuto qui per fare un video.
Sì.
Il mio tema è calcio, però voglio vedere anche cose sociali, cose come
Io
funziona.
sono abbonato dalla Reggiana da sempre. Ieri ha fatto 1-1 lo stadio.
Sì, sono stato.
C'eri anche tu allo stadio. Io sono di Reggio Emilia. Ieri la curva ha fischiato la squadra alla fine. Non so se
Meritiamo di più.
Meritiamo di più, bravissimo.
Sì.
Di produzione del Parmigiano Reggiano, quella che vedi evidenziata in blu sulla mappa. Noi siamo una cooperativa con 15 allevatori. Gli allevatori sono i proprietari del caseificio. Senza manodopera straniera non si potrebbe più produrre il nostro Parmigiano Reggiano, perché i giovani italiani non vengono più a lavorare né nelle stalle né in caseificio. L'unico lavoratore italiano che è rimasto è il casaro.
Ok, però è una delle cose buone della immigrazione, no?
Giusto, corretto. Fresh milk.
Okay.
From this morning milk.
This morning, yeah.
Yeah. Now I got it. Okay. So this is the correct consistency.
Yeah.
When this reaches the right consistency, they take it from there and they place it here to become the cheese that we love.
Ecco.
Like
It's very sweet.
yeah.
Due forme di Parmigiano Reggiano. Questa verrà divisa in due.
Ok, questa qua come è aggiunta a avere
Questa forma.
sì.
Depositandosi sul fondo della caldaia.
I cannot describe you the smell, man. This is a totally different smell than in there.
Yeah. Here, this is a solution of water and salt,
Yeah?
and they stay in immersion for 22-23 days.
That QR code made of casein, man. You can actually eat it. So this is after 23 days.
Yes.
23 days in the solution.
One more day here.
A day here to rest and then a year
Yeah.
to age.
Yeah.
Wow. January 2026. Oh, it's deep. Are you not seeing this? Oh, this is not a good sound.
It's empty in the middle.
Like Emmental.
Yes.
We don't want that.
Yes, but this is not Emmental cheese.
Yes.
So we put on this parallel lines, grooves, to recognize it as second choice Parmigiano Reggiano cheese.
Second choice, okay.
This is good.
Yeah, it does sound different indeed. Wow.
It's the same, everything.
So this is a lot fresher than that one,
Yeah,
right? And those ones are the oldest.
Yeah.
The dark.
This is the guy that put the stamp with the fire machine.
Sai che quello non lo so, ci sono perché
Secondo me sì.
sì, sono Reggiano. Quindi a noi ci dà un attimo una cosa un po' in più di
This room has a specific temperature.
Yes,
What is that?
18 degrees,
18 degrees.
80% humidity.
So the derby of Reggiana is Parma,
Yeah.
right? And rivalry with Modena.
With Modena, with Spal from Ferrara,
Yeah.
that now it's low level, but the true derby with Mantova as well.
Oh, with Mantova, yeah.
Reggiana is gonna play with Mantova the next week,
Yeah.
the 10th of February. But the true derby, the real derby, the derby that fans.
Cannot wait for is Parma.
Yes.
Do people care about Sassuolo? Do they see Sassuolo as a rival now, or because I saw stickers outside of the stadium.
Yes.
Parasita, parasite.
Parasite. But yes, but
Do people think about Sassuolo, or it's just
in my opinion, it's not.
not very much, eh?
Important. No. For Via Sassuolo da Reggio Emilia,
Yeah.
the song Via Sassuolo da Reggio Emilia, a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, but they don't sing this song anymore. So
So it's forgotten, sort of. Yeah.
okay, this is
Wow moment.
24 months.
It's
And this is 36. You can recognize it by these white spots.
the spots, yeah. 2 years, 3 years.
3 years. You can also try the cheese with some drops of balsamic if you like, or with a jam.
This is the favorite moment of the day. Okay, let's start with the
yes,
young one.
Yes.
So this is the young. Even the young feels heavy. Let's see this one. Oh my god, this will be dynamite, I think. Yeah, you feel the crystal.
Yeah.
Oh wow. This is excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, this combination is outworthy. Very good. Wonderful.
The balsamic vinegar that you can find at the supermarket, aceto balsamico di Modena IGP, is not the true balsamic vinegar.
Are they?
No.
Are we being scammed in the supermarket? Enough. So yeah, you saw that, right? What I kept from this incredible visit, besides the stamping of the cheese, that was a spectacle. You saw what this guy Max said, right? The human element is very important. For example, I did ask him if people are, for example, afraid that at some point robots will do their job. And there are some phases of the production that the human experience is absolutely crucial. And for other phases, they do have automation. There are machines doing the thing. Now, for my vegan friends, I am no vegan. Probably this is something that you should avoid. And also, I mean, you heard the guy. He was also in the stadium yesterday with at the game. He told me a crucial information that I had completely omitted, that there is this derby with Mantova. I will make an effort to get there. I mean, why? Now, co-ops are a very interesting concept, but they are definitely not perfect. There have been corruption issues, especially in the construction co-ops, or in the case of immigration, fake co-ops that promise work, you know. Regarding immigration, I found that part of the visit quite very interesting. He said that they have a lot of immigrant workers, which is great. I mean, I told him that I remembered as a kid growing up how all these immigrants from Albania would come to Greece and work in agriculture, in construction, in everything you can imagine. I also remember how racist we were. I mean, especially the news. I cannot believe the news, the media. And nowadays, in this kind of labor, that is not the easiest one to do. I mean, you have people from Africa, you have people from India who learn and do it, and they come and do it with great pleasure because it represents a means to live, you know. The only reason I'm even discussing this is because of the scapegoatism that's going on in our day and age against immigrants. So check this out. Reggiana has 21 points together with Spezia. Bari has 20 and Pescara has 15. And Mantova is 23, a couple of places above Reggiana. So it's quintessential for Reggiana to win. I cannot state enough how much I adore these spaces. So today's game is sort of a derby, but the real thing is with Parma, man. All right, there we go. So I was looking at my ticket, right? Reggiana is using AI graphics, man, for their official website, which is I don't know what to say about it, man. I mean, it's poor taste, to say the least. Here we are, man, looking at the shops. We are early. Oh. We are extremely early, man. I cannot state enough how happy I am to have both sets of fans, right? It's a totally different dynamic, for fuck's sake. What's wrong with Italian football, man? Like, what the fuck?
Buonasera e benvenuti alla MAPEI, Stadio del tricolore.
Cheers.
Hey, what a game, man. This had ultras, songs, screaming, drama. VAR. Horrible game otherwise. Reggiana got a very good victory, kudos to them. Let's hope they will survive this relegation battle. That was a very good result for them today. As for the stadium, man, I mean, what's going on with this stadium? They are trying to deafen the fans. I mean, the decibels, the levels of the sound is something very weird, if you ask me. Right on time. It started to rain.